Aboard the Molly, our crew has taken Jaana Faar in after a conversation leading to some very strange circumstances and a peculiar take on the murder that was committed a year ago. They have investigated with the Way to search her mind to see what has happened. Eden has initiated contact, and Vertigo is assisting, taking Jonna to this red crater beach on Mars, a safe place, a place where they can talk, a place where they see a Titanite with their hand on her shoulder, in a similar way to Eden. Eden, you see this Titanite holding on to Jaana Faar's shoulder. What do you do?
Do they look like they notice me at all?
No.
What do they look like?
Their markings are blurred. It's difficult to make out any sort of exact appearance from them. You can see a rough approximation of a height, maybe a build. I think, how much interaction have you had with Titanites beyond Code and Vertigo?
Not much. It's kind of why I'm so interested in them.
Beyond their height and build, it's difficult to tell much about who they are. You can see that their skin is kind of a maybe like a darker blue color, with a lot of distinguishing marks, and their face is kind of difficult to make out. It's blurry.
I look around. Is Code there yet?
No.
I'm gonna try and pull her off.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make an attune roll then. And this will be... I think this will be risky.
I have a new skill that allows me to expend my special armor in order to push myself using mystic powers. Would this count?
Do you have your special armor currently in your loadout?
Would that be my armor in general?
Let's see. I believe that this would be... I don't think that this is usable at the moment.
Okay.
This is... Code had your armor and you took that off, yes? So this would be... Yeah, I don't think there was a scene really that you had that you were putting the armor back on. If you feel like you did, then I'd say yes.
No, I don't think I would have had time.
Okay.
I'd like to use one of our gambits if possible.
Okay.
And the effect?
Standard.
debating whether I push myself or not as well, but I don't want to take the stress. 5.
This is a partial success. You are able to pull them off. However, when you begin to do this, and I would like you to describe how you envision yourself doing this. Is it as simple as walking up and grabbing their arm and trying to pull them off forcefully? How do you think that this is done?
I think a lot more gently. I'd probably kneel next to the two of them and take her hand and pull it off and slightly just push her back.
There is a very sudden and sharp pain as you begin to touch this person's arm to do this, and as you do, there's this sort of strange dissonance that happens. You can see cracks beginning to form around the environment all around you. You hear a gasp from Jonna. What's happening? What's happening? There are cracks that begin to form in the sort of disjointed reality that you see around you. You can see bits bleeding through the water and the ground all around. There is a gasp that the rest of you hear from Eden while she's doing this. How did the rest of you react?
I let go of Eden and I am crying.
Alora, what is going on? I rush to Alora and just grab her and wrap her in my arms and then look towards Eden. What's happening? Just be easy.
Something went wrong. I don't know what's going on. There's someone else there.
Someone else? Where?
In the way.
Did you see them? Like, that's impossible. They're not here.
I don't know. Eden is in trouble.
Trouble? Not really good at this. Can you compose yourself and help me push through?
I don't. I can try. And I would like to reach and try to secure my hand around Eden's arm.
Once you make the connection, let me know and I'll go in. But do know, we might need you to be very surgical with this. If we have to rip something out, it may cause pain for Jaana Faar, but it's better than losing her mind completely. Yes?
I will try.
Only ever torn. But I may be able to manipulate.
I've never seen anything like this before. Edra, we have to be careful.
Okay. Alright. Let's do it.
I would like to enter the way.
Okay. One of you will have to take the initiative here. The other one can help.
I'll go in. You help me. If she's in trouble, I may be able to reverse some kind of effects.
Take my hand.
Come in, Eden. And I will not only place my hand on Jaana Faar, I'll wrap myself around Eden.
You would feel me just absolutely shaking uncontrollably.
Okay. Please attune your code. Vertigo. It's one stress to help, and This is now going to be a desperate position code. Get one bonus
is the crew
die.
okay with using a gambit?
Did you spend the last one yet? Did anybody mark that?
There's one left now.
Okay.
The crew's okay with it, and I'll do it. If not,
Sounds
Go
like they're
for it.
fine.
Yeah.
okay. So
important.
desperate effect.
The effect will be standard.
That's 2 die.
2 bonus die.
Hey. Four.
Okay. So, you see various stars maybe moving past you. You can see as if you are flying the distance from Earth to Mars, landing on this sort of crater lake, as if everything moves very quickly for a moment. This avatar of yourself and Vertigo are sort of materializing in this space. You can see there are cracks all around you, and you can see that Eden is currently it almost looks like there's some kind of static, and she's a bit frayed, like everything is sort of it's looking like as if she was short-circuiting or something. She's touching this other person's wrist as they are holding on to Jaana Faar, and you can see there's like a look of pain on her face. What do you do?
With that being said, we're still touching, yeah?
Yes.
I think I would probably lash out and use my kinetic ability to throw her as far away from me as possible, if I could do that.
Okay. Then I'm gonna need another attune roll.
Okay. And what would the position be?
Desperate. The effect will be limited.
Okay, so this is already pushing myself, so I'm gonna leave it at that. 6.
Okay. As you grab, get yourself some better leverage. You shove this person away as you see the avatars of Code and Vertigo begin to appear nearby. You shove this person away, and as you do, Code, you recognize them. The blurriness moves away from their features.
Eden!
Get away!
Oh no. Laura, please grab Eden now. We have to get out of here. We can't stay here any longer. This is beyond us. We can't defeat her. And I grab onto Alora's hands as tight as I can, and I'm like, it's gonna die. The die is here. And this is way above ours.
As I speak, I'm speaking out loud and not in the way, and so anyone nearby can hear me say, what are we supposed to do here? How are we going to take care of this? We were not ready for this.
When you see the figure of Nadai hit the salt and sand, they disappear.
Oh no.
My hand's
knows
on my
now.
side blade. I'm pulling it out.
Grab Eden. Eden, come to me now. Stand back. This is not good. She knows. She has a signature. She leaves every... Oh no, this whole thing was started. There's a lot we need to talk about. We have to get out of here now. I have to try to repair this. We have to do something, or she may lose a part of herself. You have to control your anger. Control.
How do we help her?
We have to repair this. You see this mess? Remember when me and you were together and I was shattering everything around me? Think about that scale, but times 10. If we don't do something now, she's going to be nothing. We all have to work together, or we leave her. It's dangerous for us as well. We have to get out of here. Nadai knows, and she knows I'm here. Did you make any contact with her?
It was fragmented.
Did you touch her? No. This is not good. Hurry, we must repair this and get out now. We have to do something. If we don't, you're going to be... We can all be destroyed here along with it. We have to. Eden, you're going to have to work with me.
I don't know how much more my body can take.
Just grab my hands. Alora, if you can hear us, you're going to have to hold us both. Place us somewhere very, very comfortable, because this may fail. And if it does, we don't want the outlash to hit anyone else. Okay? Do you hear me?
I hear you.
All right. Eden, you have to repair this. I can't. But I can help you. Remember how I said sometimes we're gonna have to manipulate someone's mind? You have to throw every moral that you have away and now know one of the secrets of our people.
Okay.
I'll guide you, but you have to do the fixing. I'm too rough around the edges. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna help Eden try to repair something that's going so that she doesn't lose herself.
Okay.
I break away from the way.
There is a very sudden and sharp sound as this distortion begins to form around Vertigo, and she disappears.
Okay. We have to start with the central point. Where is she?
There's a strange sort of feeling here. I think it's difficult to judge distances. Maybe as if you, as if you had covered up one of your eyes, just judging like your perspective and your field of distance here is difficult. And as you like look around, there's a bit of like a lag, like as your brain tries to process things a little bit slower than it normally would, and you looking around code, like you can see Jana's there and she's closer than you thought.
This is good. Yeah. Whatever you did didn't seem to hurt her too much, but you're going to have to reverse this effect, and it's going to probably not have a good effect on her, but it's better than her losing herself completely.
Okay.
These fragments can be pulled from thin air, manipulated, turned, placed together. You don't know her fully, but you can try to take any happy moments along with fears and doubts and try to recreate her mind. Think about what you've seen when you first got here. It won't be perfect, but it's a start.
All right. I start grabbing the pieces.
Oh, what's happening? What's happening?
It's okay.
Calm her.
Everything's
gonna put my hand-
fragmented.
Jonna, it's okay. That's why we're here. Okay.
I'm gonna take my hand and place it on both of Eden's hands and help her, guide her as she pulls fragments.
Eden, make another tune roll. You get 1 bonus die from help from code.
How much stress is that one?
It's 1 stress, yes. And this will be a risky position. The effect will be great.
With that being said, our little friends in our Discord kind of figured out the special armor thing. So technically when I took that ability, I did get a special armor,
Okay.
but I have 1 use per mission, I think. So I'm going to use that as well.
Okay. I'll just mark
Easy.
the special box on your sheet there.
Gotcha.
You begin to. I don't know how you would do this visually, but you can see some of the seams and cracks begin to.
I think I just wave a hand over them
Reform.
as I finish putting them back. And a teal light kind of emanates from it, and it's warm.
Every time one of the cracks is sealed up, you see maybe a second of Jana's perspective. Bits of memory begin to knit back together. And you can see Jana in the space station above Earth going to get some food. She's just stopped to grab a bite maybe before doing something. And you see a hooded figure bump into her. Jana looks at this person, and you can see Nadai's face.
Oh,
Look,
yeah. Isn't she beautiful?
this
This
is how
is-
this happened.
Well, there's a lot I need to tell you.
One of the other fragments seals up. You see Jana being given a weapon, blaster. There is some distorted speech from Nadai. It is required that you go to this location. Another fragment. The crack is sealed.
You have to
Exclaim
be careful.
Titanites and androids once you pull the trigger. And as the last crack is sealed, you start to see this feeling of calm on Jana's face. And you begin to, without even noticing it, Relax your muscles. Jonna takes a deep breath. And you are back aboard the Molly.
I did great. Did wonderful. Beautiful leaving. Oh. Harry? East?
How did it
Laura?
go?
Yeah. Yeah. That was a nice little nap.
I still have shakes. There's a lot. I guess I need to share.
I need to sit down.
Oh, yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to sit down or I'm gonna pass out.
Jonna
All right.
looks like she is resting, like she is asleep. Normal breathing.
Let's go to the room and let her rest.
Did you do it? Get her all fixed up?
She did wonderful. Yes, Eden was able to fix the complication.
I can't help but notice that Jonna is not awake yet. Is that a problem?
No, it's a good thing. She'll need a
She's
rest.
dreaming.
Great manipulation. I mean, recreation.
Yeah.
If she's better, that I don't really care which word you use there. Code.
Well, Eden cares.
Right. Fair enough. You need
Yes.
some water or something, Aiden? Your color kind of left your face.
Yeah, let's go into a different room so that we don't disturb Jonna.
Yeah.
Do you want to discuss what you've found now, or would you rather wait until you've rested?
And we can talk about it. Let's just go to the mess.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like you look like you've seen a ghost.
Not a ghost.
Wow. Should
One
I
could
hope
ever-
not?
Well, I would hope that it was a ghost. As we all sit down, I'll look at everyone. There's something I've been holding back. Because I didn't know that this would be connected. Firstly, Eden, are you okay?
I don't know.
Neuropaths seem normal. Laura, you may have to look her over. One of the elder's daughters made contact. And you
I'm
know what that
sorry.
means.
I do not.
I
Yeah, no idea.
Well, Laura. Her name is Nadai Orto. She was my mentor. We are split into families at an early age, depending on our usefulness to Titan and colonies, tribes. Biological makeup is these sacks that Allura was talking about. They are placed next to each other, and if the bond is made secured, then those two or three or a colony of will be, well, split to help the overall survival of our people. Allura and I were placed together, and we flawlessly bonded, and, well, we are who you see today. Some of us have specific abilities. Some are born with gifts beyond the imagination. We're always evolving, you see. Well, I can't speak too much of what goes on, but we have, as you humans have, an authoritative figure, right? Yes. There's a council of elders. They're all female, and have knowledge from a very long past line. Laura, I don't know if I should be able to. I don't know if I should be saying this.
I don't know. I don't.
Well,
It's not safe to know.
then maybe don't then. Just need to know basis on what we
Okay.
need to know and nothing
Right.
else, because yeah.
Well, the reason why I was going there is this Nadai Orto is one of the Elder's daughters. Very, very powerful.
Got it. So the one who caused all these problems is ridiculously influential and high in power in your society.
Not necessarily in our society. Was. There's rumors that she's been exiled for her ways.
What was she doing there?
Finding new ways to bend reality.
She's
True.
the reason that all this happened.
There are networks, Eden. In the neural network, typically you would do it by touch. She can do it at distances, great distances. Rumored that she can make herself appear in different locations even though she's not there. She can also manipulate the mind, change you completely, take control. And I was being taught this. I call it mind hacking. Hers goes deeper.
So she's
She leaves
responsible
signature.
for Jaana Faar's actions. She was the one controlling Jaana Faar.
I'm
that what
looking
I'm
in
hearing?
the corner right now, like not at anybody, and you see me visually tense up. When I got there, she was sitting next to Jonna, whispering. And when I touched her to pull her off, something happened. It was distorted and broken. She was pulled off just fine. I freaked out when she was in my mind.
Hand me the scalpel.
So
Hand me the scalpel.
no, there ain't. What? No. So you're saying that this is good news, right?
No.
We have a
Absolutely.
target.
No. She made contact with her. This is bad. She lives signature. She invades your mind and she doesn't leave.
I threw her.
That organ is redundant.
You threw her?
I threw her. And we went back to trying to piece her together, and I think it worked. It worked, right? Right, Code? Right?
Yes and no. But more yes than no. You saved her from becoming, as what you humans say, a potato. But Nadai knows that we have interfered with her plans and we are in danger.
What are her plans?
That I don't know. There was rumors that Nadai wants to restructure things. That's all I know.
Well,
Creating a
in the
network
memory,
of... Hmm?
in the memory we saw, Jonna was in a space station, right? And she was trying to get food or something. And we saw Nadaya go up to her and handed her a weapon and told her where to go. and said,
So she was just chosen at random then?
no idea.
Nadai never does things randomly.
But she's the one who told Jonna to do that and to say Titanites and androids when she pulled the trigger.
I do not know much. I am just in debt with her with my life. And she creates a army of neural network hackers, so to speak. You were never meant to be a part of this.
Petra, are you saying that you have been learning this?
Yes. There's more that we will have to discuss in private, Laura. I apologize for not telling you sooner. I was afraid to get you placed.
Why would you want to learn how to do this to someone? You know how deep these wounds go.
I thought that I could help others rewrite their thoughts, their histories, their pain, strip it away, create a paradise for them. That way, they wouldn't take our planet, our moon, our journey.
But what if we lose ourselves going this path?
It's worth the risk.
Is it?
That's what I've been told.
What?
There have been rumors that there are these beings being created to be able to sustain themselves in multiple places at once, aka Titan. We cannot have that.
You know, brands like Eden. You
I would
realize what you're saying
like
now.
to not assume until we know the full story. I don't know if Nadai has had it with the old ways, broke off from everything and everyone and what she's up to now. But she said when she needed me, she will find me. Even if I resist, she will get her way. That is the life debt.
We
I
are
try to keep
bonded.
Laura.
You should have shared this with me. How could you keep this from me?
Didn't want you to get hurt.
We are
Care for you.
one. We've been one since the beginning.
I thought I could reverse it. I thought I could break away and I was going to tell you, once I figured it out, and now as deep as Eden's involved with this now, and now all of you, there's no escape.
Petra, I do not know you. This is not the person that I grew up with.
No, I don't say that. I look, it's me. I have shame, John. It's the worst thing I can ever hear. What if I fix this? What if we fix this, yeah? Everything will be good, better.
How do you propose to do that?
I have to get better with the way. Eden is a key. And Allura, I need you.
No, we have to kill her. She needs
You
to
understand?
die.
I understand what you're saying.
Eden is right. We cannot have someone with this ability creating an army, turning friends into weapons.
Killing is not going to fix it. We have to go deeper than that, Alora. You do know what I
She
mean.
could have killed me!
No. You don't understand.
She could have killed Jonna!
No, you don't understand, Alora. Please explain. We have to consume. Not kill.
I will tear her apart with my own 2 hands, Code. I walk away.
She doesn't understand.
Well, I mean, it's hard to understand when you kind of don't tell anyone everything and kind of act like a fool for a long while. And, you know.
I didn't know she was a part of this whole thing.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that as a trend for you, Coat. You have a tendency to do things and then not know the consequences of all your actions.
It was a long time ago.
Hospital, recent. Trying to steal my ship without any thought whatsoever of the consequences of that. Let's see, just randomly eating things, randomly entering mines. You realize all these, hey, it's cause and effect, Code. Don't you like do the programming shit? You know, you do one thing, it has an outcome.
Alora,
Doesn't
please
matter.
explain the consumption.
Very human. I'm sorry. I must apologize to you. I ate all of your mayo.
Yeah, I also noticed that.
That was me.
Yeah, no, I know. It wasn't... I know. Yeah, cause and effect. And I think you probably had an effect in the wash closet afterward because of that. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. None of this matters anymore. And here's what I'm going to tell you, Code, and maybe Peace will agree with me here. You got us in this shit.
I?
You, yes, you. You're talking about this. You're talking about your connection with Nadai or whoever the hell. You got here. You were hoping nothing would happen, but it did. All right? That's the period. Didn't matter if you meant it. All right? It happened. And now we're in the middle of it. You understand?
It
So
is not Code's fault.
Doesn't matter whose fault it is. What I'm saying is, he was one of the catalysts to get us here, okay? I don't care.
So were you.
We gotta deal with it. That's what I'm saying. We're stuck.
We need to go find Nadai.
We need to go find her and take her out. Now, whether that means consume, I don't know if you eat your own kind. That'd be weird to me, but maybe you do. We gotta stop her because we're fucked. Either way.
Do we know her motives?
That'll be a good
That's
one.
what I mean. I do not. She does not share that with us until she needs to use us, from what I'm guessing. It all is a manipulation to me as well. I am upset as well. Nadai is beyond. She's anything you've ever seen. She's both visually attractive and she can really just enter your mind with...
Yeah.
I'm going
Yes.
to check on Eden.
Please do, Code. Not Code. God, I've got my head all spinning. Shit. Listen.
I had no intention on hurting anyone, especially Alora.
I am oddly aware of that. If I've learned anything about you, Code, you ain't good with, you're real good at practical knowledge. You ain't good at anything else knowledge-wise. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not trying to be directly insulting to you before you get all angry at me or whatnot. You got your strengths, and this ain't one of them. Thinking ahead ain't one of your strengths, all right? And I've kind of come to accept this for better or worse. Because you're part of the damn crew. Okay? So, Why don't you
Addy.
stop being all upset? Yes. What is it, Doc?
Well, I don't agree with you that it is any measure of Code's fault, but clearly he is intimate with this person enough to know about them, to receive training from them. Perhaps he is our lead now, and he can take us to her.
That was going to be one of my suggestions. I also, unfortunately, have a direct thought here, and I'll probably have Pace think about it too when I bring it up to him. We already were thinking that Haven's involved in this. I wouldn't even be damn surprised that she's the fucking leader of that damn weird cult group. She can manipulate. She's trying to do things for Titanites and androids, get humans the hell out of here.
We don't know that.
I know we don't. This is me thinking out loud, all right? I'm a verbal processor. I gotta say my things, and then maybe it gets together in some cohesive thought process. I'm
You're
more saying
making things up.
No.
Isn't this what you yelled at me for?
No.
Thinking ahead. Stop.
No. It's so thinking ahead is what you want to do. That's what you want to do. You gotta plan out and think of the possibilities, and maybe it can lead you to something. We're grabbing little pieces.
Your brain
think
is
the main-
overloading.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
have a drink.
I probably will.
Watch a video.
Nah, that I probably won't do. Not right now. You're right, Doc. He's the lead. We gotta find Nadai, and we gotta stop her, because whether or not we like it, we're all involved now.
I am going to go watch the video. It makes me relax.
Well, it's just us now. And now that I have you alone, we could really talk. I am a tool in this whole thing. I did not plan for you to be involved. I did not plan to be involved myself. When someone is of higher stature comes to you and asks you to do something or offer their services, you don't say no, Barry. Our culture is a bit different than yours. I am not dumb. I am very observant. I would like to tell you that Nadai is not as simple as you think. She thinks ahead, as you so say, plan out for years. Taking action. Everything that she says sounds amazing, and you may, unfortunately, see that yourself. But do keep in mind that we are getting ready to involve ourselves in something that is beyond anything you could ever imagine. And once she gains hold of you, you have to be prepared. I heard her, Laura, and that doesn't sit well with me. I'll find a way to fix this, but I have to train myself better.
All right. I'm going to double down on saying you're dumb, and here's why. You are intelligent, Code. And you clearly care about people. So, I'm going to ask you to do something and stop saying I'm going to fix this. You have a Laura, you've got Eden, you've got Peace, and you've got me, Code. All right? And this is why I keep getting pissed off at you, because you keep doing shit on your own and it makes things worse. Remember when I said think of the crew? That doesn't mean you do it alone. You cause problems when you do things alone. Work with us. We are trying to help you and everybody, Code.
Even if it may cost you your life?
I wouldn't be in this business if I was worried explicitly about that.
Then good. Because you may lose everything that you know about yourself. Even your sister, thoughts, everything. I just want to know what you're getting yourself into.
If I die tomorrow, I lose that anyway.
There's a difference between not knowing what you're walking into and then walking into it. If you're prepared, then great. We have a lot to discuss. But please make sure that everyone on this ship is willing to sacrifice as much as you are, or as much as you say you are. Because from what I notice about humans, you're very ambitious. But when it comes down to it, and it gets really tough, you may not be able to hold yourself together with that pride that you so hold on to. You are now entering the era of Tight Nights. And we are not like anything else that you've probably come in contact with. Just understand. If you want to take that burden on with me, then fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Be less selfish and work with us. You'll find you actually get support when you do that.
Support. Why, yes. That's what we can call it. I'm gonna go and see which video she's watching. Because she wasn't supposed to watch it without me. I'll be back.
Eden?
I don't think we're getting paid enough.
Yeah.
Are you all right? Do you desire to be left alone?
It's okay.
It seemed like the procedure took its toll on you.
Yeah. It's, like I'm seeing ghosts now. A little bit.
Right now?
Every so often.
So there was some residual complications from the procedure. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. Like, I keep flashing back to a white room and a bunch of beeping. Loud, steady.
Are these
It's
memories?
like- Yeah.
Memories you did not previously have?
No, they're memories I had.
This is bringing them back, though.
Yeah.
Do you feel like these images, these ghosts, are being forced upon you?
Normally I don't think about them, so I guess. Right?
The reason I ask is because I'm wondering if they are being used to torment you, or they are being brought up through more natural means. Trauma has a tendency to want to be relived.
Maybe it's both?
Okay.
I don't know, when I touched that version of Nadai, it's like something cracked.
Did you know of her before today?
I only knew a name, really. I didn't know what she looked like or anything like that.
But she resides in the memory of Jonna. Is that true?
I think she's gone now. She was whispering, and I pulled her off, and I freaked out, and I threw her as hard and as far as I could. And then she disappeared. But who's to say she's not going to come back for Jonna?
Very true. Did you get a sense of her emotional state? Did she seem well, I guess any sense of her would be helpful.
Of Nadai or of Jonna?
Of Nadai. I'm trying to suss out her motivations. What kind of person we're dealing with.
No, it was cold. And it was
Cold
sharp,
as an
like
emotion.
someone was stabbing my brain.
Did you get the feeling that it was her doing it?
I mean, it happened when I touched her. So,
In the memory or in the dream, or once you... I'm sorry, forgive me, this is all
No, it's
new to
okay.
me. We'll just call it the dream for lack of a better word. When you touched her in that place, you felt cold and sharp.
and fragments and... You ever
As if she
seen when,
was-
something in a computer goes corrupt almost?
Okay.
It was like that. It was all fragmented and hard to follow. And hazy.
I think maybe we are miscommunicating. I'm talking about when you touched her. How you said it felt cold?
Yeah. And just a surge of pain throughout my entire body.
Did you feel as though she was attacking you, or the memory dream itself was attacking you?
It had to have been her.
Judging by your emotional reaction, I would assume that some part of you knew that you were being directly attacked.
But also she was doing something similar to Jonna. That whispering, the hand on her.
Did you see any reason why Jonna would be selected
No.
to carry out these wishes?
I mean, I think maybe we need to reevaluate what we've learned on our mission. Maybe that might enlighten us a little bit, but she specifically told her where to go, told her what to do. I don't know if she told her who to kill. I'm not sure. I only get as much of the memory as I can and need in order to put it back together for the most part. But she very explicitly said to exclaim Titanites and androids. So, who is her vendetta against? Is it against humans and she's on the side of Titanites and androids? Or is she... does she want to wipe out Titanites and androids? Like, what is the goal?
That is the quandary that we face. The biggest question that we do not have answered is why. Because I could see it either way. I could see it being on the side of Titanites and androids to do something like this. I could definitely see it being a detriment to those particular groups if they were seen to be associated with murder.
Someone like her, from what Coda's told us, she's probably very cold and calculating, and maybe she thinks fear is the way to get people to back off. Maybe her goal is to get the humans to back off and stop researching or doing whatever it is they're doing. Trying to encroach on their land, I don't know. Or maybe she hates Titanites because that's what she is, and then why would she involve I don't know. I guess that would be more Code's thing.
Logic dictates to me that it has something to do with the owners, the husband and wife, their association with Haven, being that the building was marked, and I found that data stick in their bathroom. So there's more to this than I think we have discovered. But you did bring up a good point that I wanted to discuss with you personally. Code said that he had a relationship with this Nadai, and that she can reach out and control people, and he was one of those. I think you might see where I'm going with this. How can we trust him? And maybe not even him. How can we trust that she won't reach out and control him?
I think there's really nothing that we can do with regards to that. Right now, Code is in a state where he is proficient with the way, but he is not anywhere near as proficient as she is from his description. So I don't know how much of a threat he really could be to all of us. I mean, the hospital was really bad. But I won't let him become her.
That is a concern.
I just gotta figure out how.
Anytime the way is brought up or used, I can't think of a time that it did not end at least a little badly to a lot badly. The only time I've seen it actually help is when you used it to move things. Made it more advantageous for us to rescue our crewmates. But once you delve into someone's mind, it seems to never end the way you expect or want it to. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
And Code has been very flippant about using it, eager even. And it worries me.
I think this Nadai has really gotten into his mind with regards to that. You know, he enjoys hacking and everything that comes along with it, right? So why wouldn't the prospect of being able to hack someone's mind seem intriguing to a person like that? Scientific, almost, right?
Well, I can tell you one reason that it would be unsatisfying to me, because computers are not alive. Even I being, well, as close to alive as a computer can get, I would reject any sort of probing of that nature.
Well, for what it's worth, I think you're alive.
Thank you. I just want to know that he cares, you know? Seems like he does not. Except for himself. And somewhat for his partner, Vertigo.
I think that growing up in a culture like the Titanites did and do, it's very different than what we're used to here, you know, on the space station and where humans normally reside and all different other species that are more akin to humans. The culture is different. It's bartering. There needs to be some sort of an equal exchange, right? Or some sort of a benefit to want to do something. Knowledge is kind of like that, I suppose, for him. But I think, for lack of a better phrase, humanizing it. It'll take a little time.
Have you heard the phrase, when in Rome, do as the Romans do?
How do you think I'm so malleable?
I think he has much to learn about stepping out into another culture and adapting rather than the culture adapting to him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the final thing I'd like to know is, what would you like to do next?
Square away this whole thing with Jonna, I guess. We should probably talk to your contact, because it's very different now. We found out an incredibly valuable piece of information that it was not Jonna at all who wanted to do that. She was being manipulated. So I don't know how to proceed with that. We have an angry spouse who is grieving. We have someone who shot their spouse but didn't actually do it themselves. I don't know. What do you think?
I'll be honest. It seems too big for our crew. We have a crew of 5, and this is political moves well above our capabilities. This is people in high positions in the solar government. This is plotting and plans and cults and all of that. And it seems very dangerous for us to get involved with it. And if time has taught me anything, you need power to fight power. And I'm not sure how much power we actually have.
Well, if our missions and their outcomes are any indication of our level of power, I'd say we have quite a bit, but it's disorganized. But maybe not enough anyway.
I don't like the idea of joining up with one side or the other, so to speak. When you join up, people you care about end up dead.
Is finding the truth and bringing that to those people taking a side, though?
Yes.
I think in this instance, we have someone who was manipulated, who did a very awful thing. And while that might not be acceptable to Echo was her name, right? Maybe
Yeah, Echo was the name of our contact, yes.
maybe that anger can be redirected in the right place.
Who are we to say what the right place is? That's my contention.
Well, I can tell you that someone who did what she did to my mind and to Jonna's is not the right place in general for us to be aligning with. I don't know.
We could go on forever with the what ifs and all of that. Maybe she was justified in doing what she did. Maybe she wasn't.
Right.
We don't know her story. I only know mine. But if the crew decides pick one side or the other, I will join. Right and wrong are sticky subjects, especially for someone who has a brain that was made rather than formed. That makes sense?
Yeah. Well, at any rate, I'm sorry for my display back there. I just, everything hurts.
No apology necessary.
But, I do think we need to find out more about her.
Very well.
Especially as she's had contact with me as well. It could be really bad.
I'll leave you to your rest then. Sure you need it.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing with me.
Thank you for caring.
I'm going to check on Jaana Faar and make sure she's resting.
I think we join Code and Vertigo next.
Are we watching something?
Yes.
Are
yes,
we
you
opening
know
this
what?
scene?
Why are you watching that without me? I said I wanted to be a part. Why are you covering the screen?
I'm trying to find relief from stress. I believe this is how the humans do it.
I'm just want to say stop. What is this video called? I don't even.
Well, this one is called Sticky Subjects.
I see. Subjects being the term that you are attracted to.
It is my understanding that they are both subjects in this particular film.
Is he
They're both quite sticky.
consuming her?
Oh,
How do they know about our
I
culture?
got your food brick delivery. You want to open my package and see what's in there?
I would like to
Cotton
see
candy
what's...
flavored.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no,
do like that
absolutely.
one.
I would just like to say I'm sorry about early. That's interesting. I didn't
What
know you
are
can
they
do that with a
doing?
brick.
Oh. Is it supposed to be ingested that way?
Oh, it's getting all sticky all over. Oh, you gotta be careful with that food brick.
There's a sign that says artificially flavored. Lick first. Okay. Now he's beating on her? Interesting. With the brick.
Yeah, you eat the brick now. You eat it. You made a mess. You eat it up.
Humans. And they're
Oh.
So messy.
The ingestion just doesn't look pleasurable, but yet mouthful.
Perhaps humans experience pleasure differently from us.
By beating, consuming different parts, it's like
Oh yeah,
She's in pain,
you're a hungry
but-
little girl, aren't you? Oh,
Oh.
look at you.
It seems that they are making use of their various vents.
how is she in pain and happy at the same time?
I never thought of putting pizza there.
Oh, we're gonna put things in all kinds of places. Oh yeah.
God damn it.
Is this, if this is how I'm supposed to bond with the crew, I don't think I have enough. I don't think I know enough.
Wait, I think
There's
I
a
hear
lot
the
of-
door. Did you order another food brick from another place?
I'm here.
There's
with
someone
the
else
extra
coming in now.
toppings.
There's
Come
two
on in.
Come
now.
on in, we're getting sticky.
This is interesting. There's more of them.
There's not enough
Did you bring the
food.
crush?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm ready to crush.
Okay, this is interesting. She mentioned crush. There is no straw, but there is.
why are they transferring it between their mouths? I thought that humans did not enjoy regurgitation.
I get it. He eats it. She gets it from down there,
Oh my fucking god.
and he gets it from behind her.
Yeah. You
It's a
like that
line
special
system.
delivery?
Amazing. Now I know why they're so good at their, like, I guess this is called the human flesh factory.
Now it's my turn.
Oh, that's interesting. So,
Oh wow,
do you think that?
so much more.
Do
Oh,
you
that's
think
too
that
much food brick.
we could make up
Come on, be a
and not
good
be
lady.
mad at me anymore?
You can never have too much food brick.
And
Crush me, daddy.
I want to trust you, but this was a lot.
I can always show you, but I just don't. I didn't want her to figure it out that I had someone close to me and then she would torture you. But she looks
Did you-
unconscious.
Did you know that there's 4 of these videos in a series? This is just the first one.
Really?
There's so
With the
much
same-
content.
Hmm. Yeah, she's crying now.
But she's smiling.
And he's crying. And screaming. Anyway,
Do you
look,
think that Barry Human would come down here and explain this to us?
I didn't know that humans could become one like that and be a centipede?
Oh.
To feed one in? Regurgitate and take from the other. I must know more about this. This is obviously a subject matter that may be better explained by humans. Getting distracted. You can trust me. Just know that I was looking out for you. I didn't want you to get hurt. But I understand my mistakes. I was selfish. I should have trusted in you more to know that we could handle anything together, and I am deeply sorry. And I would like more of your trust.
Well,
Just as much as they're taking in the food brick related subjects, help and disagreements.
it does seem like they have a great amount of trust with each other. But I hope that you can trust in the crew. I know that this is difficult for all of us to navigate. I trust Eden. I think that Eden is right in that we will have to take care of Nadai.
In this way?
No, not with a food brick.
But consumption is probably needed.
And not having these damn... You need to not use the ship's speakers!
You heard that whole
Also,
thing?
oh god, that one! No, that was a bad mistake. I did not want to buy that one. That one needs to be destroyed and turned. Nope. Immediately hit eject and just break the thing in half.
And that's a good place for us to take our break.
God.
I didn't think we could get weirder, and then we did.
I had faith in you.
No heart-to-heart scene for you guys, apparently.
Oh my
I lost all hope
god.
at the gargling.
Gargling. Gargling.
We mentioned the crush, and then I was like, I have water right next to me.
I tried my
Chef's
best to
kiss.
hold it together. I was
I
like,
couldn't
all my
hold it
acting
together. I'm
ability-
sorry. I wasn't prepared.
All my acting ability was just like, this is your test.
Your moment is now, Frank.
I'm just glad it was you and not me, Faye.
We're
So
gonna
it's our breaking. I was just
Story
like,
where you could watch Phelan gargle live.
we're gonna take a little bit of a break here, folks. If you have not done so, please make sure you follow all these wonderful people, especially Faye.
if you want more gargling,
If you want more gargling, you should head on over to twitch.tv/Phelan.
it's a gift, not a secret.
We're gonna take a little bit of a break. Make sure you follow all these wonderful people, and if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these wonderful people. We're gonna be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight for more 100 Club back in just a little bit. The airlock opens, and Jonna is resting on the bunk as Peace enters, followed by Eden. See her resting there. What do you do?
I'm just going to walk over and just rudimentarily like check her vitals, just see how her pulse is, and
Yeah,
make sure she's still breathing and shit.
Sure, she seems fine. Still breathing, seemingly resting.
Okay.
And yeah, vitals are fine.
Okay. Well, I had not planned on waking her. I just wanted to make sure that if she did wake up, that she would see a friendly face, or at least a familiar face. So I'm going to now this is one of our bunks, right? This is your bunk, is that correct? Okay. Would you have like a spare chair in there, or
Yeah,
room
I
for
think I'd
one,
have like
or-
a small little desk, because I've been working through all those papers and things like that.
Okay. So I just pull out the chair there and sit.
It's probably like a foldable thing. Everything
Okay.
on the ship is like compact and made to be stored away. So like if
Right.
it's a chair, it'd be some kind of a compartmentalized thing where you would like, you know, pull a latch or like pull it out from the wall.
Okay.
Otherwise the chairs would just be
Flying
all
everywhere.
over.
Sure. I let loose one of the chairs from the wall and I sit on it, and I remember how much Barry hated me like staring at him while he slept, so I'll just like stare out the doorway.
Well, we could try and wake her if you'd like.
If she sleeps for too long, then I think, but we could wake her, but for now, I prefer to let her sleep. She's been through quite a lot.
Okay. Do you want me to go check on everyone else then? See if maybe we can start, I guess, talking about what our next move is.
That would be advantageous.
Okay. And I will exit the room.
And I will stay in the room. I don't know where you want us. I'm just gonna wait until she wakes up, and if she doesn't wake up, like by dinner time, I guess, whatever that may be, I'll wake her up for it.
Sure. We can fast forward if that's something that everybody would like, unless anyone who wants to have a scene.
Fast forward sounds good.
Fast forward.
Have a scene that got stolen from them.
So,
No more
way.
bricks, please.
so I think we probably rejoin the crew at some point, maybe in the canteen.
Okay.
As you know, it's maybe been, let's call it like 3 or 4 hours.
Okay.
And is she still asleep?
Yeah, she was still asleep the last time you checked, probably like 10 minutes ago or something.
Okay. I will attempt to rouse her gently.
Sure.
Well, I'll pace. Just hold up 1 sec.
Yes, sir.
Before, we might want to figure out what the plan is or a rough idea. Maybe. It might be a little distressing discussing the options, even if it's a bad option that we know is bad and we wouldn't do it. If we say it, might make someone panic, you know?
Fair enough. Well, I've talked this over with Eden, and my personal stance is I am with the crew, but this seems unwise for us to get involved in and dangerous.
A little above our pay grade.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But if there are things that any of you need questions that you need answers to, then just let it be known that you have my full support. But if I was, well, king of the universe, and I had my say in everything, I would suggest that we drop this and lay low, because this seems to be a political conflict. Excuse me. A little hot oil in the throat. It seems to be a conflagration that we would have to pick a side, and as I told Eden, when you pick sides, people die.
Yeah. Well, I have a couple things. Code and I chatted a little bit about, I mean, pursuing this is not exactly the safest plan. and I can agree with that. And, well, there might be some conflict of interest trying to go directly at her anyway. And so, we've got a few options. I know Jaana Faar said that if we can essentially prove that, yeah, she did it but didn't, she'd turn herself in. That's the easiest option. May not be the one we do, but I'm just saying is the easiest of her turn herself in, regardless of manipulation. Yeah, she did kill. But maybe there'll be some leniency or whatnot. But we could also reach out to Dakota Bob again and give him a little more info and kind of see what he wants to do. Because it is him paying us. And if he goes, ooh, yeah, that sounds like something I don't want to deal with or be involved with, we might be able to maybe let it drop.
Let go of the contract.
Yeah, or have him maybe pay us anyway, and we just don't pursue it any further because it could get him involved in things he don't want to be involved in.
He might feasibly pay us not to pursue it.
That's my I have a horrible suspicion, and I mentioned this to Code, and it may be not, maybe it's jumping to conclusions, as Code was kind of implying to me, and I can respect that. I have a horrible suspicion that this what was her name? Nadai, thank you. She might be the one instigating all this with the Haven thing. If it's so dangerous you don't want to get involved because it's being led by someone who can outright manipulate you to do things, that would be a very good reason to stay the hell away. And why so many have stayed away would also maybe be why androids and Titanites were mentioned at the murder. Because if they're very anti-human, androids would fit into that as well.
I have a suggestion, if it will be heard. I suggest that we go to the Great Ocean Station before we make any contact with any other human, and we need to speak to Slice. Once we get information from there, we also need Eden to speak with, well, her people. But one of us should go with her, and I don't think it should be Alora or I.
Her people?
What if?
Why, yes.
Who do you refer
What if
to?
they're involved? Well, you might be stepping yourself into something you can't walk out of.
And this is why Peace is the best person for the job.
Yeah.
Retaining information, reading others' emotions. I believe that we can tackle two things at once, then come to a conclusion of what to do in the end, and then see if it's worth our time or not. But unfortunately, whether you like it or not, we are involved now.
Oh, yeah.
My concern is, who do we trust with this information? Very human. Peace. How would your people respond to finding out that we possess such an ability, or at least one of us can?
Yeah, probably bad. Unfortunately, though, well,
that's where we come in, Alora. We're going to have to possibly see the elders.
Well, there's another complication, which I think y'all did right, helping Jaana Faar over here, but she might now remember things because of what you did to help her. Right?
More information would help us.
Right, but I'm more noting that basically there's only one option to make it so she doesn't do that, and it's not an option I would like to do at all. Which
I
is
believe Eden already secured that option.
what?
Well,
You
Eden
don't, she
placed
can't
together
remember
a
anything anymore?
memory fragments. She gave her a pleasant dream, for what I've seen.
We put the memories back in place. I think what he's saying is that we would have to make her forget again.
That, because now
What if
she
I said
knows
we
there's
may have achieved that?
I thought that Barry was going to suggest that one of us should eat her.
No. I mean, that would solve the problem of her not being able to talk because she'd be dead, and I
We'd
do not
also
wish
probably
that.
get paid for it.
Also, we've seen that pleasure and pain goes well together when one is consumed, as seen in the sticky subjects.
That's it.
But we may have to start
In
at
what?
a
Nope.
very awkward.
No.
It's broken, you can't watch it.
Yeah, it's very broken, and that was very on purpose. All right.
I already
No,
notated
that's-
the specific
So-
area.
I say, regardless of anything, we should talk to your contact, Dakota Bob. Right?
I think we should, but I agree with your code that we need to pursue the other options as well.
Yes.
We don't have to give, and frankly, I don't think Dakota Bob wants to know all the details. When I mentioned Haven before, he was not real okay with that, and I don't blame him.
But if
It might be I could, or with Pace, could let him know that it got even more complicated. Yes, we have her, and she didn't commit the murder of her own free will, and leave it at that.
what if Dakota Bob is indoctrinated?
I don't think that's the case. And if he was, we can't pursue every lead assuming they're going to be indoctrinated. I could say the same thing about Slice based on what we had to deal with Peace, right?
Slice is not human.
Peace is not human, and he had an issue similar that we were able to fix. But I'm saying, what if Slice had the same thing happen to him? You could do that about every single person, including yourself, Code, as you also mentioned. So that's a trail that if you keep going down that logic, we're just gonna never go anywhere.
Fair.
Do we
gotta-
still intend to take Jonna to Mars?
I would like that personally.
Our answers may be on Mars.
Well, given this new information, she may have changed her wishes. So,
Also
as
potential.
we wait for her to wake up or we rouse her ourselves,
Yeah.
that would be one of the first questions that we should ask.
Yeah.
What does she
We should-
desire to do? Because just having this information in her head makes her a target.
Yeah.
Eden could slip in.
I don't think we should do that again until we're sure of things.
Easy. She's in a state of, well, ease.
Yeah. Maybe more reason not to slip in if something goes wrong after you've done things right.
And she agreed to the first one.
This
I
one she
don't
would
want-
not have.
To bridge.
Understand. Notated.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's wake her. Let's see what she wants to do now. And I'll propose to her that we talk to my contact. No. Like, propose an idea. I don't know her. I don't know.
I just
I
got
was thinking
that.
that's
is this
really
proposed?
sweet.
What is
What
this?
do you mean,
Oh,
Eden?
it's what humans do when they'd like to become a couple.
To become one.
Coupling.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, bonding.
For
Call it
marriage?
bonding. Human bonding. There you go.
Oh.
Life bonding. Anyway, no, we can do that, and I can bring up the idea of talking to Dakota Bob and not giving him the we're gonna turn her in information, but what would he prefer now that this got a lot more complicated and she technically didn't really do the thing that she was accused of.
I feel horrible. Should I bring Crush to her?
No, I only have a couple of bottles left of that, and no, they're not in the fridge. I have kept them in my personal stash. They are not for you, Doc.
But it seemed to work on the video. Yes?
Oh, we learned a new technique with the Crush.
I cannot believe none of y'all have any concept of any of that. I just... anyway.
But we've learned. So the concept has been, well...
No, I mean in your
taken
your cultural equivalent of that sort of thing. That's what I meant.
What sort of thing is it?
Pleasure. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
yeah.
pleasure.
Pleasure looks very different for our people.
Aware of that. I'm so aware of that. Neither here nor there, no. She does not need Crush soda in order to feel better in this context.
Flavor bricks, then.
If she's hungry, yeah. And no, not like that video. I didn't even want that video code. Oh, damn it.
I woke up,
Yes, you were
Jonna.
going to say something. Thank you. Save
I woke up,
me.
Jonna. She will join us shortly.
Right.
Just as you say that, the hatch opens. Oh, hello.
Good time of awaken.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I was I asleep, I guess. I didn't really.
You needed rest.
I didn't expect that to happen, but I suppose I did.
Feel
How are you feeling?
better?
Different.
Do you want some drugs?
I don't think I need them.
Okay, you let me know. I am a doctor.
All right.
We've saved you a seat. If you'd like to join us.
She'll walk over and sit at the bench.
Well, Pace, care to elaborate for our guest?
The procedure was, it was successful. However, there were extenuating circumstances that happened within the procedure.
What do you mean?
The pertinent information is we have mostly a certainty. It's not quite 100%, but we have a name of someone of the person that may have given you these commands through your mind that you could not disobey.
I remember them. I was on this space station above Earth.
You were getting food.
Yes, I was there for business. I was meeting with someone, and then I went to get some food before the meeting. I hadn't eaten all day, and there was a Titanite. Is that who did this to me?
We think so.
Very likely.
The same method that we used, or they used, to search your memories, a more powerful, someone more powerful with the way used them to control you.
Control me?
Maybe not control, but what? Suggest heavily?
Think
something
of it like
that.
a devil on your shoulder. You know that analogy? Whispering. in
But
your
she
ear.
hadn't. If I'm remembering correctly, Jonna, these were things you could not resist. Is that right?
I was strangely aware of what was happening, but yes, I couldn't change what was happening. I couldn't. It was like I was out of my own body.
Yeah. Well, we got a few options, and we wanted to run them by you. Because, you know, the whole, we kind of know you didn't actually mean to do any of this sort of thing, right?
Wait, before that.
Right, go ahead.
You said you were going to a meeting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I had
Do
a
you
business
remember?
meeting.
Do you remember who it was that you were meeting with?
Yes. I was. It was for my job. I was meeting with. I was meeting with someone from the Fujiwara Corporation.
Do you remember a name of your contact? What they looked like?
Yes. We had scheduled a meeting, in regards to the import of various goods. Albin?
Albin?
Yes, Albin Fujiwara. He's an
Oh,
executive with the Fujiwara Corporation.
I see.
Was this this meeting, did it kind of come out of the blue? Like, had you planned this for a long time with them?
No, it was just normal business.
You work with them regularly?
I obviously haven't for a year, but
Before that, yeah.
before that, yes.
Do you think that I just chose someone?
Hmm.
Who is
Anyone?
Nadai? Is that
Nadai is the name of the Titanite.
It's better to keep anonymous. Names.
When she walked up to
Sorry.
you, did it seem like she was doing it with purpose, or did you know her before?
I've never seen her before. I don't know.
Okay.
I just went to get some food and they turned around and sort of bumped into me and then I kind of got lost.
Right. Okay. Well, that does give us a lead. I don't know if they're connected or not, but that's just good to know in general. Any other questions you have before we kind of run the options for Jaana?
No, I think I'm good on that front.
Yeah. All right.
Wait,
So,
actually,
yep.
do you remember when she told you to do what you did? If she specified who to shoot?
Yes, she did. It was that specific bodega. I've never even been to a bodega. I've only visited Earth a handful of times in my life. The gravity's stifling. I had to take gravity meds the whole time I was there this last year.
And she named the target.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. That's just good to know. There was very, very specific intent, and that's what we need to figure out. So, I'm listing these options. They are not anything we've decided on, Jonna, so don't panic, all right? I just want to be very clear. Just trying to give you the whole thing, okay?
Okay.
We got a few of them. Option 1 would just be turn you in. Now that you remember things, you got the proof. We talked about that a little bit. You were saying if you have proof that I did it, yada yada, could just turn in, deal with it, finish it that way. That is an option. Not saying that's what we're doing. Option number 2, I talked to my contact for the bounty. And without giving a whole lot of detail, because some of this is probably just not a good thing to be involved in, as you've kind of figured out, basically try to convince him that this is a job that needs to just be dropped entirely, because it's weighing over all of our heads, including yours, and you can go and disappear again and do your thing. Option...
Wait a minute, though. You guys came back pretty banged up. Were you being chased by someone?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 4 separate pursuers, I think, or was it 5 or 6? I don't remember how many I took out.
You took them out?
Why do you think I got shot? I ain't gonna get shot for nothing.
Oh. Anyway,
There were 3 pursuers.
Were they chasing
3.
you and Peace, or were they chasing Jonna?
My guess is they were chasing Jonna.
Yeah.
Do we think this is gonna go away?
No, I don't, but I'm just saying I'm laying out the options. It's just
Right.
that is an option. All right. Third option would be, well, trying to keep you safe and pursue this, which this is an option that I don't particularly want to do because it's going to get worse before it gets better, and it might not get better.
I don't want anyone else to get hurt because of me.
Yeah. Was there a 4th option, Peace? Well, yeah, there is one, which is...
I can eat you.
I'm sorry?
No.
No, that is not
No?
the 4th option. No, Jonna. No.
Oh.
God.
I was
The
just like
fourth
to say,
option.
not all Titanites are eat.
They don't do that
We're good.
normally.
But to clarify, Jonna, this isn't your fault.
That's why we've got a lot of
we
these
wouldn't
options.
be getting hurt. No one would be getting hurt because of you. It would be because of this person.
Yeah. Another option is putting you back into a similar but better state as before and removing those memories of all these situations, and you could go and live out a life presumably not thinking about this ever again.
On Mars.
That one's dangerous, obviously,
I don't
because we can't guarantee it'd work.
I don't
Well,
even know if I would be able to go back to Mars.
yeah.
I
We have
We can
ways to
still
put
bring
you
you,
on
but
Mars.
yeah, you still might get
I
picked
don't have a
out.
job anymore.
Do you wish to join the gang? I have a friend who's in the gang.
I'm sorry?
No. Doc, could you...
I'm trying to help.
You
I
are,
mean,
you
it's a
are.
perfectly great suggestion. I mean, you're
I
being
was
chased.
weirdly going to suggest maybe Dakota Bob. Pace.
We can also alter her to where
Alter
she
me?
is on Mars without physically being there.
I don't want anyone messing with my
Sorry.
head again.
I don't blame you on that one. Pace, do you think she could be... I apologize talking about you this way, Jonna, but do you think she could be an asset to Bob? She got a lot of corporate knowledge and everything. You could potentially just be an informant. He could probably keep you hidden and safe. And then you'd be helping, not hurting.
I don't even know who this
Jonna?
Dakota Bob is.
Yeah.
Jonna, I think what we have been talking around and not giving it to you straight is that the probability of you having a normal life now is very low. You are involved in this, whether it was your own doing or not. And you can either turn yourself in and trust that the solar police forces will do the right thing, or you can go on the lam, or you can possibly try somehow to take the fight to them. But going back to a life that you know, probably not in the cards. I'm sorry to say that.
I mean, gang life could be fun.
Oh, my friend is very, very sexy.
Where'd you learn that word? Nah, never mind.
I suppose we can talk with your friend Dakota Bob.
We'd rather not choose for you, as you can see and understand. So, I can broach the topic. He's an accredited bounty hunter. He's who gets us jobs. He would probably be very able to pay well for information and or keep you safe for that information as well.
I am used to a certain lifestyle it's been very stifling here on Earth.
He doesn't particularly enjoy Earth either. Yeah, we're... All right. Well, are we all in agreement at least for this part?
Keep it
I'm with
vague.
you.
If there is no consumption, there is no altering.
Nope.
There's no consumption.
I know there isn't. You're correct. Don't. You're pagan or panic. We don't need to.
Just listing notations have been
Good.
made.
Oh, we
Very
just
good.
have to- She's been
Keep
through
it
a lot.
keep it up here, Code.
Okay. So Earth, very uncomfortable for me as well, and all of us, really.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can put her in a place where she's comfortable and still have?
That's why we're talking to Bob, because he doesn't
Yeah.
really particularly like Earth either.
Interesting.
All right. Peace. Should we give our dear friend a call?
I have an idea. I think you'll like this one. Not only do we
Alright.
talk to... I promise. It
Go
does
ahead.
not involve consumption. But if we talk to Dakota Bob and I alter her information, the way she's someone else.
Oh, no,
She does not
not
wanna
you.
be
Change her
altered.
identity.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
in
not her
hacking.
physical body or her
Hacking.
mind. Yes.
Yeah.
Not the mind, but digitally.
Okay.
As long as no one would be hurt, I don't have a problem with that.
That
Can have
one's
a
a
new
lot
one.
easier. And we could I think Bob knowing who you are is still better, and if we alter things, he would
have
probably
knowledge.
be even he'd be happy about that.
Yes.
It's at this point that Jonna leaps up out of the seat as you see the familiar shape of PG moving about her legs. What is that?
Oh, that's a cat. That's our cat. That's PG.
That is the pussy.
I forgot
What
all
is
about
that?
the pussy.
A cat?
It's
A cat?
It's
Like a
cat.
real cat?
Yeah, it's a real cat. Yep.
Go on,
And-
scratch her.
Is it going to
PG
bite me?
probably
Ears.
noticed your
No, no, no.
distress.
Maybe.
No.
PG's so lazy. Just get behind the ear right there.
She's too
That's her
small for
favorite spot.
consumption.
It's a very happy, friendly cat.
Is there any?
Right
I
there,
don't know
behind
if
the ear.
I don't know if I'm allergic or anything.
Well, we'll find out.
If you
If you were
were
allergic, you would have known by now.
that. There's dander. Well, I do keep the scrubbers pretty clean in the oxygen.
I'm a doctor.
Look, PG's
Still
begging
not
you to pet them.
Very comforted.
Come on.
Okay.
Jonna,
Okay, don't bite
Jonna.
me, please.
before you do that, just a word of advice. Here on PG, okay. The top of where the tail connects, okay. Every other area, you take a chance.
Don't touch the tummy.
Chance.
Don't touch the tummy.
She might bat at you, but just
You can touch the tummy if you like. I like touching the tummy.
Don't touch the tummy.
I like when she goes.
This is very conflicting information. Okay.
Yeah, you're real helpful, Titanites. You're
Okay,
doing
I'm just
such a
going to
bang up
scratch her on the
job
head.
comforting.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, right behind the ear. The left one's her favorite.
Okay. Oh, it's making there's a vibration.
That's a yep.
You learned
That's
a lot about vibration.
very
Oh,
happy.
the pussy is closing her eyes.
It's like a soothing technique that they use.
Oh.
Mhm.
Nice. Nice.
I guess PG sensed you were stressed out, huh?
It's very nice. Okay.
Well, now that you're familiar with our final crewmate, all right, peace. Let's go talk to Bob.
What type of name would you like? Hair color, eye color, physical, hobbies? Are you into men, women?
Ooh, you should dye
tight
your
nice?
hair.
Does
Cats.
any of that why does it matter what my sexual orientation is? That needs to be documented?
No, it doesn't need to be documented at all. Code is
As
just
detailed as
exceptionally
possible.
thorough.
Well, there are videos.
I don't know that I want to watch those.
That's
Okay,
a good
don't.
call.
Let's start with the name.
All right. And
I'll see you on the bridge. Peace.
You'd look great with teal hair.
is that the color hair you have?
Uh-huh.
Oh. All right.
You like it?
Yes, it's very nice.
This is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know. I haven't thought about another name or anything.
What about Lindai Akaeda?
It seems very difficult to spell and say a second time.
What about Lana Near instead of Jaana Faar? Because you'd be
What about
near.
Bend Dover?
Is there a list or something I can look at?
A generator?
Maybe that would help.
I will code it now.
All right.
usually, in my experience, people pick nom de plumes based on things that they are interested in or skilled at, or sometimes they get foisted upon him. Like Barry is known as Crash for hilarious reasons.
Well, I suppose I'm good with numbers.
Algebaria.
That sounds like a
That sounds like a
sexually
country or
transmitted
something.
disease.
Oh!
If you're good with numbers,
Digit.
what if I suggested digit?
Oh.
Mm. But
Might
she's
be-
like a classy business lady, right?
What are Mars names like?
Well, I would like to think so. I did
Mm.
receive only the finest schooling on Mars.
It needs to be relatable.
I do
Something
like
to where
digit.
people don't question it. You do like Digit.
Yes,
Maybe for a last name?
maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe I can have a look at the list. I think
Yes.
we rejoin Barry on the bridge.
Sending it to your comms now.
They are discussing her code name at the moment.
That's weirdly Oh, the right call. Also good distraction. Have her think about something else. How you feeling about this, Pace?
Terrible, sir.
Yes.
There are no options that I am enthusiastic about, but
Yeah.
I shall try to put on a brave face.
Now, you can literally do that at your will.
I'm glad you caught that joke, sir.
Well, every now and then. Every now and then. Yeah, I'm not too terribly pleased about where we're at, but we're there, so. You know, when this is all done, do you want to just find a beach somewhere on Mars and never leave it?
No, sir. Sand is
Of course, it gets
suboptimal
everywhere. Yeah, you
for
said
my-
that. Yeah.
chassis.
Yeah. What if we had?
What if we went to Mercury, sir?
Station on that? I mean, yeah.
That was a joke, sir.
Yeah. It's way
There's
too
no
hot.
way you would survive on Mercury.
No, I would not. No. There are some droids that go there occasionally, and they enjoy themselves, and then a human tried, and then they left very quickly.
I would need an upgrade. A very severe upgrade to survive on Mercury. But from what I gather, the Pharaoh humans that go there really enjoy it. And it might have something to do with the fact that they're the only people on the planet. Well, people in quotations, of course.
Right. Yeah. Oh.
Are you,
You think?
preparing yourself mentally to make this call, sir?
Yeah. It's gonna go really well or really bad, and there ain't gonna be anything in between for Bob.
Shall I make the call? Similarly to how you asked me to rip off your bandages?
No, I'll do it. Okay. All right. And I put in the call to Dakota Bob.
This is Bob.
Well, hi there, Dakota Bob. This is good old Barry, your best friend in the whole wide system.
Everything's going, Barry. You got some good news for me?
Yes and no. You know how it always is.
So terrible and
yeah.
everyone's dead.
No, not that one this time.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah. You want the bad or good news first?
Why does there have to be both? Always both.
It's always. I warned you. I did warn you on this one.
All right. Hit me with the bad news first.
Yeah. So it's even worse and more complicated than we thought, to the point where I don't know if you actually want to know the reasoning.
Is anybody gonna get killed if I know the reasoning?
Maybe, unfortunately. Yeah.
Shit.
And it could put a target on you for knowing the information as well.
Better tell him the good news before he just cuts the call.
I know.
I've got my finger on the button already.
I know. The good news is we have Jaana Faar.
You've got Jaana Faar. Well, that's great news.
Kinda. The bad news is wrapped into all of that.
Why can't anything be simple?
I wish I knew. Because then I would be in the 100 Club already and enjoying some martinis somewhere. Yeah,
Trust me, sir. Trust me. We wish we didn't know a lot of the things we know now as well.
Yeah.
There's part of us that wishes that we wouldn't have, well, at least me, wishes that I hadn't spoken at all. And that I had no qualms with just doing a bounty, bringing it in and getting the money. However, being the curious fool that I am, I opened a box of worms. And now...
A can of worms.
A box of worms, I'm sure. A can of worms, they would suffocate and die. Is it a can of worms? I'm sorry, this is unimportant.
Yeah.
A Pandora's box. And if you want no part of it, well, we would understand. There is money, possibly lucrative money, involved if you want to know.
Well, I didn't get to be a member of the 100 Club. I playing it safe. So lay it on me.
All right. Okay. So, okay, fine. Now I'll just go dive in. You know how we have Titanite friends in our crew now?
Sure.
And you know how Titanites can do some weird, I'll just call it magic shit. You know that?
No.
Well, now you do.
They have a psychic ability.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Some of them can move things with their mind, and
What?
some of them can delve into others' thoughts.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
this is why we didn't necessarily, we warned you about that.
We're giving you the short version to catch you up quickly. This was all news to us as well.
Yeah. Jaana Faar did in fact kill the husband. She did not do it of her own will.
Great, so it wasn't any doctored footage or anything. Wait.
No, it wasn't
wait.
doctored. Her.
Go back
yeah,
there.
you heard. Uh-huh.
What do you mean
Her
she
mind
didn't
was-
do it of her own free will?
Her mind was doctored.
Controlled
How?
with
By-
that weird psychic power that we were talking about across the solar system by
Okay.
a very powerful Titanite.
Okay. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. You're
Harry,
saying...
I must say, this is the reaction I was expecting.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. So Titanites can control people's minds from across
not-
the solar system.
Not all of them. A select few powerful ones. Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I can. You know
Okay, that
why I
is
didn't want
very,
to tell you
very
this.
bad.
Yeah.
But we were thinking, Bob, that this information and the person that it happened to, Jaana Faar, could be valuable to a man in your position who deals in information and the trading therein.
Well, judging from how important this information is, this is going to be some very dangerous information to trade, if anything.
Yeah. Which is probably why you shouldn't. However, Jaana Faar, who now has all her memories back of this incident, thanks to our friends, also still has a ridiculous amount of information in the corporate world, as she is from Mars. Specifically in corpos, for instance, the one she was meeting right before all of this with Fujiwara, specifically Albin Fujiwara.
Why have I heard that name before?
He's one of the execs of the company. Big.
With a corpo?
Uh-huh. She is ridiculously connected and is very good with numbers and accounting and all that sort of thing. And so our counter proposal for you was giving her to you, which she is willing to do, by the way, for information and working with you. We can get her a new identity thanks to one of our little hacker friends.
Well, the identity isn't an issue here.
I figured for you, admittedly, but I'd let him have his fun. Have her. You could tell your friend, Echo, the matter is taken care of. She is gone. She has been disposed of, whatever you want to call it. You have this wonderful new informant who works directly with you and for you alone, who will be grateful to you for keeping her safe.
And you pay us the bounty.
And wouldn't it be nice to have the bounty directly delivered to you for once? By me, all intact, alive and well?
Barry, please make me a roll. And I'm assuming that you're helping here, Peace?
Not if it costs me anything. I'm not.
It would cost you one stress to help. I would gladly do the roll instead. I will leave it up to either of you. You can have Peace do the roll and you can help Barry, but it seems like somebody's helping here.
I would be happy to help him with his roll.
Okay.
But I at least in RP maybe pick up the conversation where I just left it off.
What are you trying to roll here? What do you think?
Let me just make sure. Okay. Yeah. And consort is.
Consort
it would be
working. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
so
marking
Swade
my
is.
Stress. I'm helping
you. You get a bonus die from Barry.
Okay. What's my position?
Risky. The effect will be great.
Nice.
Very good.
One bonus dice. All right, let's go. 4 dice coming to you. Let's get a big one.
Come on, baby.
There's a 6.
Usually we don't see that number at all on this show. So that's impressive.
Got it all day today, baby.
Yeah. It's a good day to have it, let me tell you.
Yeah. I see some potential here. The problem is going to be convincing Echo of anything and getting her on board with anything, because the whole point of this is trying to resolve this situation with her. And, well...
I'm guessing that Echo has no idea how deep this goes, unless she does,
I gotta be
in which
honest
case...
with you, I don't want to involve her.
Yeah. Could we could report her taken out by us. It would be on par with our reputation. It's our bounty.
You said something about the identity, and,
Change her identity. She's no longer Jaana Faar. Jaana Faar died on Earth in the firefight that was public with us, by the way, because she was indeed getting pursued by whoever is involved with this.
Now we've got something here. I think I can sell that. All right. I want you to put me in touch with this Jaana Faar, or whoever you want her to be now, or she wants to be now.
Yeah.
Or they, or whatever.
Sure.
And, we'll see if we can set something up.
Aren't you happy I call, Bob?
I'll go.
For once I might be.
her.
But we'll see where this information goes.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna, I think he's just getting her right now, if you wanna sit here and, I don't know. You have any, you read any good books, Bob?
I am reading a bit of a doozy right now. It's,
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a, are you familiar with, well, are you familiar with romantic fantasy?
Yeah, yeah, actually. yeah, it's maybe one of my vices. We'll put it that way.
Now, when I say romantic fantasy, Barry,
Yeah.
what I mean is something with a story and a lot of romance.
Right.
You know, a lot of people see me and they don't think romantic, but I like to be.
How would they without that?
I've been
If
married
they
4
don't-
times.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta be doing something right.
Exactly.
Well, what's the series called?
Don't laugh at the name.
I won't. Just believe me, I don't think I have the right to.
Okay. It's called The Elven Kiss. Do you know what an
Wait.
elf is?
It's one of them pointy-eared space creatures, yeah?
Well, not in this one, but yeah,
Oh.
sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. Are they the ones that can like touch your, or maybe the space ones that like touch your temple and you can like share feelings with?
What are you talking about? No.
Space. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Anyway. Good though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a good series. It's you know, a lot of times when people read this kind of thing, they're expecting, oh, there's going to be an elf on the manifest on the the first page. They had some really nice artwork that's made up. Sometimes they even have some interactive holograms.
Oh.
Am I interrupting?
Oh.
Oh, hey, Peace. Hey, Jonna.
If you need to finish your conversation,
nope.
Please don't let me interrupt.
Nope.
I will talk later.
All right. Well,
about
I've brought Jaana Faar to talk to you, Dakota Bob.
Ah. It's good to see you, Miss Farr.
I understand that we might be working together.
Well, that depends. Do you like credits?
I do.
Well, then we can definitely have a talk. Why don't you have the crew there drop you back off on well, Earth is probably a bad idea.
Stepping stone, maybe?
Sure, stepping stone. We can have a communication. How does that sound?
That's fine, as long as I'm not back on Earth. I didn't really have anything left there anyway.
Well, that's good. We can we'll have this all wrapped up then soon. All right, Barry, I'll send you those details soon.
Please, actually, yeah, I would like that very much.
And about that other bit of information that I was looking into for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've nothing final there yet, but I have heard some things, and I will reach out to you as soon as I know more.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob.
Sure thing. Credits are on their way.
Thank you as well, Bob. We'll see you soon.
Sure thing.
If I breathed, I would breathe a sigh of relief.
You seem nice.
He is nice. He is. Don't mistake it, though. He is a bounty hunter and a giver of bounties, so he is very financially minded, but he's an honorable man, and our dealings with him have been all above, well...
They're under licenses. Yeah,
he keeps his word.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of this.
Thank you. I know it's not easy to trust people that you barely know, but you took the chance, and it does not go unappreciated.
Well,
did you decide on a name, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still looking at the list. For some reason, they keep bringing up this set of names. It's very strange. I've never heard anything like them.
Tight Night names?
I don't think so, no.
Well, what
Are they
names?
names? Tell me they are not the names from the videos they watched.
I think it might be.
They said something
Oh,
about
no.
videos.
Oh, shit. Don't listen to... Maybe don't pick those names, even if you don't know what
Hard.
they are.
Bang.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
And
just... Anything that you liked that they may have not suggested?
I have to admit, I'm a bit undecisive when it comes to this kind of thing.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm pretty good at naming things, so...
What would you name me?
Let's see here. Give me a what do you like doing for leisure?
Are you familiar with disc golf?
Yes, I am terrible at it, but I am indeed familiar. Okay.
There's many wonderful courses on Mars.
Good to know. Good to know. Maybe I'll check those out at another time.
I'd imagine with the gravity there, it's
let's see.
courses would be very long.
Yes,
And I
there's
thought
a
I
lot
heard-
of winding, though.
Wind it.
Well, yes, angles and whatnot. You have to get
Maybe-
around a lot of obstacles.
I mean, okay. There's an old like Earth bar game. Billiards, I think, is what it was called. And it's all about like angles and like getting accuracy, like to earn points, that sort of thing. You're talking about angles and winding around things and all that. It's very precise and learned and all that. Maybe billiards?
As a first name or a last name? I think I need to look at the list.
Yeah, you could look at the list. I mean, like an alias is more what I was getting at. It don't matter if you don't use it. It's fine. That was pretty thought out. Anyway, we should get ourselves on a course to Stepping Stone Station and get the hell off of this planet.
Well, I think there's a matter of getting her new identification first so we can pass through the jump gate.
Yes, that would be a good idea. I'll have a
Yep.
look at that list.
Right. All right. We got a plan of action, and I don't feel horrible about it.
That's a good place for us to end the session.
Okay. Man, I thought Digit was fucking gold. I thought she was gonna snap
that was
that
pretty
one
good,
right
too.
up.
So I love that name. I love that name, but she's far too uptight for a cool name like that.
Yeah, that was the problem.
thinking
It's
the
such a
same
cool
thing.
name, but
Man, but what about billiards then? That seems pretty fantastic.
Billiards has nothing to do with Falk.
Set of balls.
It's
Same
all
thing,
about
really.
the angles.
No, I was gonna
all
like
about how
if
you
she likes
attack the
Falk,
hole.
I was gonna suggest dog leg because that's like that's what you call it when it's like a curve to the left or right. It's a dog leg left to the dog leg right.
I
Or
thought it
like
was a hook.
eagle or birdie, for like getting the,
Hook and slice are what you
oh,
do.
Birdie's cute.
To the
That's
ball.
actually cute.
Have you
The dog
Birdie
leg is
is
actually
cute.
the course itself if it's laid out like a curve.
has
Or
anybody ever played disc
putt-putt.
golf, by the way? I actually have.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. We had
I'm
a course on
terrible at
our park, and
really
everybody that went to the park regularly hated it because they'd be like having a picnic, and this fucking disc would come through and be like,
Yep.
"God damn it!" It got a bad rap
Yeah.
where I lived.
It is a weird place to have it. Usually you want to have it like somewhere where people aren't, because you
Yeah.
throw those things
Yeah.
really fucking hard.
Yeah, well, the Parks and Rec guys didn't think about that. They were just like, "Oh, this is a hot new thing. Let's put it in our fucking public park." Like, we do have like courses that are out in the middle of fields and shit like that where nobody, can't, or picnics.
Yeah.
Or,
And those are great. It's the in park ones that are.
Yeah.
Great session, everybody. Well done. We're going to do our end of session stuff and shout outs and things. If you have not done so, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. Head on over to tablestory.tv/100club. Go follow them in all the spaces. No spaces, no underscores or anything there.
We're getting to the end of session.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
On cue.
What is wrong with you?
Podcast listeners are gonna eat this up.
Yeah, or never listen to another
Or
one
gargle
again.
it down.
Or not. Yeah.
It's a
Swallow it, one could say.
I not know anything but the gargling. They're probably just gonna
If you're
like,
interested in
put that
more
anyway.
gargling content, you can make sure you're following Tablestory here on Twitch and on YouTube and at Tablestory on Twitter. God, I'm so messed up after that episode. I need therapy.
I wonder why.
Happy Halloween!
Yeah. And we're gonna go around the room. We're gonna do some shout outs and end of session stuff. Why don't we start with Faye today? For no reason.
Hi everybody, my name is Phelan. I played Eden or Titania today. You can find me on my channel doing all sorts of stuff. I've been really addicted to RimWorld again, like really badly since the new DLC. It's been really good. But we play all sorts of stuff on my channel. I also do voiceover for video games and stuff. If you want to find me, it's just Phelan, Phaelin, on all social medias, things like that. As for Eden stuff or the end of session stuff, let's take a look here. You addressed a tough challenge with wisdom or the way. I would say, yeah. I would count it still as one, both with, obviously going in and like altering and fixing the memories and stuff and all, but also throwing that image of Nadai away as well. So
I'm actually gonna give you 2 for this.
Thanks, Whack.
Because I think you did a lot there. You also had like phenomenal rules for that whole thing, and I will say you changed the whole thing by rolling a crit at the start. I'm not going to tell you how, but it was completely different than what I had planned.
Okay, but you need to write it down and tell me after the show is over.
I'm going to
You also
forget.
had a desperate 6.
Yeah, it was really good. You expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I mean, there was some of the stuff that came from the touching Jonna, where we got little snippets from that, but we did learn about the other doctor already. So I'm not too sure on that front. I don't know if we really learned anything new.
I think we can definitely put one in for the next one, but I don't think so for that one.
Okay. And then there's you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. Oh yeah. From an actual standpoint of the game itself, one of the traumas that Eden has is she's haunted, and that comes in the form of memories and flashbacks to these situations. So definitely with that. So there's 3.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you so much, Faye.
Thank you.
Zeke, why don't you go next?
Yo! What up, everybody? My name is Ezekiel the Third. You can find me at /Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Ezekiel the Third, all spelled out on TikTok and Instagram. Thank you once again to everybody for watching, and thank you to all my table mates and my DM for putting this show on and being a part of this with me. It's been very sexual for some reason, and I'm okay with it. I'm actually very okay with it. I'm very sex positive that way, especially when it comes to RP. Anyway, if you want to give me some, I'm starting Metal Gear Solid 2. I got the discs. I got the game right here. I got my PlayStation 2.
Hell yeah.
Original hardware, the whole bit, starting
Hell
tomorrow at 10
yeah.
a.m. Pacific. If you want to join me for that journey, my first time going through it. I've never played MGS2. I think I played a little bit of 5, and I've just recently played through 1. So this is the next step of the journey. and it's gonna be crazy. I just assume because it's Kojima. But for my stuff, did I address a tough challenge with deception or influence? I would say yes. I would say I tried to influence both Jaana Faar and Eden to see the whole picture and give them all the options and well, see, that's the thing, like, did I try and influence their... Yeah.
You definitely did.
Influence
You made
can
it
be
very
positive.
clear. You made it very clear that you really didn't want like this to have this get more convoluted than it is, and you made it very clear that you'd like the path of least resistance, which is what led us to get to that whole arrangement.
I think that's part of the second one. I think I'm going to give you 1 for the first one.
Okay. Cool. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Definitely at least once.
I know I did. I just what are you thinking of?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking of specifically and Whack can correct me, just more you not wanting to get more involved in the politics of things that are above our
I guess
pay
my
grade,
beliefs
essentially.
of us being more important, or not powerful enough. I want to save our lives.
Yeah.
I got it as taking care of the crew and not hurting anybody. That's kind of what I picked up from the whole thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool. So I give you 1 for that.
Swell. And vice or traumas, not this time. So.
Okay.
I'll take the twosers.
Okay. Thank you so much, Zeke. Dan.
Hello, I am Domestic Dan, lifestyle variety broadcaster, Domestic Dan everywhere. Later after this, when Whack inevitably yells at me to go live, because that's what he does. It causes me mild stress, but I appreciate him anyway. I'll be doing some Resident Evil DLC. Yeah, that's literally what it sounds like every time.
Yep.
So we're doing more Resident Evil, the DLC that just came out. And in terms of this show, I play Barry, and God, he tries his best sometimes, and
whenever you have to describe your character that way,
he tries.
He tries. And on this, no desperate actions because I didn't roll once today.
Sorry, bud.
Oh no, I love it. You kidding me? It's the same thought process where you just get to sit and watch awesome RP. I love it. If I didn't do anything, I don't care, because that means there was other better stuff happening. In terms of addressing a tough challenge with speed or flair.
Just to interject, by the way, if you guys ever want to roll for something and you want to bring you're like, I feel like I should be rolling for that, feel free to speak up.
Oh yeah.
Can I study the porn? Position, control,
desperate action,
effect extreme, 0 bonus dice.
A desperate study roll there sounds scary.
Can I roll to break the tape with my prowess?
Yeah, I may have needed to roll a resistance roll if I actually really liked that tape. I didn't. But yeah, speed or flair. If the tough challenge was breaking a thing that they can never watch again, and that was flair, then yes. Otherwise, no. This session.
I don't think so.
Yeah, please no. I'll ask for not. Beliefs, drives, or heritage? Yes. At least once with code, and just trying to get that sorted out with him. And maybe finding some common ground, weirdly. Potentially with Dakota Bob. Just weirdly connecting with him, but also actually trying to push our drives of both kind of becoming rich together. And then if that maybe as a half thing, the other meeting with the entire crew and trying to discuss what we actually want to do with us as a crew together, but that might be more Molly than this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just the one.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. And then no Vice struggles today, despite their playing his videos. That's weirdly not a Vice of his. So,
Okay.
yeah. So I'll mark the one there, and then for Molly, execute a successful extraction operation or capture of a bounty.
Yes.
All right.
The mission.
I had a feeling.
Yeah. The job is considered complete now. We're going to,
yeah.
because of the timing and whatnot, where we ended, we'll try and figure out the downtime stuff over the course of the week.
Sweet. So yes, capture the bounty done. Contend with challenges above your current station. I would say at least one for all of them fighting Nadai.
Did we get it last session?
You did get it last session.
Yes, that is true.
So I'm only going to give you one for this.
Totally fair. Thank you. Bolster our crew's reputation or develop a new one.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
And then last but not least, express. Yeah,
That was such a loaded yes.
Oh,
I was like, which one?
The last couple of sessions where it's a not yet was the answer for that one, and we just got the yet. And then express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. I would say yes, at the very least, with our meeting all together and how we even wanted to pursue
I would also say
this.
yes.
Okay. Then that levels up Molly.
Yay! That's
Okay.
our girl.
Good thing. You're sorry.
Yeah, we will. Oh, I'm aware. Oh, God. Okay. All right. And that is it for myself and Molly.
All right. Thank you so much, bud.
Thank you, Whack.
Frank.
Hello, I'm Code, Edra, Frank, Tech. I don't remember my other characters' names. That was those two. Just Flavor Brick, or whatever you're gonna call me.
Oh no.
It's still Halloween, damn it. No, all right. Yeah, fuck, man. Today's episode just got
It's
me
a
all
fun
hot
size
and
Flavor
bothered.
Brick.
Yeah, life size favorite drink. I'm chocolate, caramel.
Oh my gosh.
I love Tablestory. I was not having the best mental few weeks, and it's great to be able to come on the show and just forget about stuff. So definitely use our shows as that. It's a great way to come back down and forget about a little bit of stuff. Other than that, you can catch me on twitch.tv/technique. I have to stream after this, unfortunately. I have an obligation with Amazon Luna to do. They making me do a spoopy stream. I love when companies hear you say you hate scary shit and they just make you do it. It's great. It's like, by the way, we know you hate it. Yeah, they're like, you can stream at least an hour or something scary, and they wouldn't even let me choose a game, so they knew. Now they gave me some games, but they're all bad. Yeah, that was on the list. No.
Oh my God.
So I'll have to stream it like this because I can't get out of makeup fast enough. So I'll see you at 7:30 if you want to be a part of that. In the session stuff. Desperate rolls. I did make a desperate roll, didn't I? Yes, I did. That was scary. I need to mark that experience. That was really scary. Okay, and what was that? That was under resolve. Yeah.
Yeah, anytime the DM says desperate, just go ahead and just do that right then, because you're
you're right.
I was
win or fail, you
Yeah.
still get the point.
Dude, if we would have failed, that would have been horrible.
You do just have to check. I mean, it says what the skill is in the block there.
Oh,
So
I remember
you
it was
know
a
exactly
thing.
what it was when it's desperate.
Yeah. Additional tough challenge with technical skill or ingenuity. Probably not technical skill engine. Well, I mean ingenuity.
I don't think so. Not for this one.
You hacked the ID.
Yeah,
You might not have done a roll, but you made a identity for Jonna.
Yeah. Well, maybe next one when she decides. I don't know if she decided on it. Let's just see. You express your beliefs, heritage, background. Oh yeah, there's a lot of shit given.
I give you 2 for that one.
Yay.
Learned a lot about code today.
Yeah. You struggle with your issues from your vice trauma. I'm gonna say yes, but don't give me a going for it because Code would never open up like that because he knew it was going to hurt Allura. The fact that he's obsessed with like giving knowledge or just giving information or taking in information, he said a lot that he wasn't supposed to.
I'm gonna give you the 3 then, dude. If you feel like
you
that's the
struggled
point.
with it.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to say anything about Eden.
Dude, as your lawyer, never ever argue against yourself, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Just let me take care of this, okay?
I want you to get a horrible clip-on tie so bad, Zeke. As soon as anybody fucking just like a really shitty like an undersized Catholic school one, you know, like.
I want a white suit, like a white blazer, and like a handkerchief. Be like, Your Honor, Your Honor. Let me just say, I just dab it. Like, my client, he
gotta
did
be
not
like a
have any prior
Matlock.
knowledge of this.
There's got to be like a Matlock filter on Snapcam someplace, right?
Yeah, dude.
Please.
Honestly, there should be bloopers of this show. I mean, put together. So good. Yeah, and I think that is it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you.
Last but not least, Stella.
Hi, I'm Stella Luna on Twitch, Stella Luna TV on all other social media. I'm a TTRPG performer and producer. You can find all of the various things that I'm in on my Twitter because that's where I shitpost. And yeah, I play lots of horny characters. That's just kind of my thing. Yeah, I'm still convinced that we should definitely have like a pre-stream like recording of our bullshit before we. No, God, it's so funny though. Put it on Patreon.
Yeah, that's a safe place. Let's not do that ever.
Okay. Reasonable. But I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for interacting with the Discord. I highly recommend that y'all hop into the Tablestory Discord if you haven't already. There's a lot of really fun stuff in the 100 Club little Discord channel there. And like we check it. We see you. You guys have some very interesting ideas, and I love reading them. I just like in the morning just have my coffee, and I was like, what are they saying today? Oh, shit.
Unlimited gifts as well.
Did I really do that with my face on the show?
What was the context?
No context needed. All right, yeah, thank you so much. For Vertigo did not roll today, so none of those desperate actions. You address a tough challenge with insight or compassion. I kind of don't think so.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think you definitely did. You with the whole group. When you were talking about the code situation. I mean, you don't have to agree with somebody to have
Compassion.
Compassion. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like,
yeah, I guess that's fair.
It's not like you didn't. It's like I like to compare this to being like an insane parent and like a good parent. Like you can still be like disappointed in something that someone does. Just don't call them a piece of shit and like, you know, berate them and abuse them. You were obviously unhappy with what Code did, but you approached it with compassion.
True.
I think there's an important distinction there. So
I also tried to bridge the gap too between the group and
I'm going to give you
ideal.
2 for that.
Yeah, it was a really powerful.
Okay.
It was a really powerful scene because it really made Code like take a huge step back.
Okay, I was kind of classifying all of that into the next one. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background because Vertigo definitely expressed this like, hey, this is kind of messed up, like what we just experienced, and you've gotten training from this, and we're just finding about it now. There's definitely that like small schism between Edra and Allura, and that was really fun. And I just want to let like our viewers know that Frank and I did have check-ins with each other. Like we had a pretty intense exchange there, and it was very emotionally charged. But safety tools, yay!
So yeah, we'll break up. We'll just say 1 and 1 then for that.
Okay.
Unless you
very
feel like
good.
you think there's more for that second
I think 2 is fair, yeah.
Okay.
And generous. Thanks. I'll take the extra point. You struggled with issues from your vice or traumas. I don't think that I did. I do have ideas on how to introduce my trauma, but it didn't feel right in the moment. And with the way that this game works, it tells you to play into your traumas as often or as much as you like. You have control over it. And don't worry, the spice is coming.
All right.
And then, well, they incentivize it too, like to play into your trauma by giving you XP for doing it. So you can do it as much or as little as you want, and I like that flexibility there.
Wow, I'd have so much experience in my real life.
Woo!
Damn.
I'd be level 2000 by now.
Yeehaw.
Thank you so much, Stella. I'm Wax Steven. I've been your GM of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, as always, chat, for joining us. Much love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to my wonderful cast. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Frank, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Make sure you're following Tablestory in all the places. We got a lot of stuff coming up. If you haven't seen it, we just released the cast announcement for Ashes of Eriador, which is a new Lord of the Rings show that I'm going to be running. And we had some other weird advertisement that came through. I don't know what that was about. Keep an eye out for that. I'm a little worried that we've been hacked. I'm not quite sure what's up with that. Make sure you're here tomorrow for Kingmakers. That's 4 p.m. Eastern. I know there was some confusion with the clocks. Just remember, if you are in other parts of the world besides the U.S. and Canada, that daylight savings time is a week early for you. So you fell back. So that means we start an hour later for you. And that's going to happen for, I think that's a week. It's a week. I think ours changes on November 6th. So just be aware of that. And an hour earlier for you. I'm sorry, an hour earlier. Or
if you suck at math, you can just go into Google and say, what time is it Eastern right now? Yep.
We also have a schedule. We have a schedule that's in the Discord, and it is time relative to your location. So if you see a time there, it should update. I think that should update according to wherever you are. Yeah. So make sure you check that out. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Game Makers. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Halloween. Happy Halloween. Bye-bye.